Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
What? Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Smacked Raw podcast, the Friday Night SmackDown edition. I am your host, Kyle Tyson, joined by seemingly SmackDown regular, Mr. RN. How's it going, my friend?
What's good, boss man?
Oh, fucking everything, bro. I'm so happy to come here, be hosting again, not playing second fiddle to the newbie, Katie baby, for the last, 6 episodes, it feels. I'm back in charge again. I'm loving it. No, I'm just kidding. Katie's fucking awesome. But no, dude, ready to recap. Dude, I can't help but come in excited. We got you and me. We remember SmackDown was knocking out the park for a while. And then
they had a stride. And then
they had a stride, then they went down, and tonight they fucking went back up. God damn it, I can't wait for Clash of Champions.
I can honestly say I didn't have high hopes for this SmackDown, but at the end of the night, this is probably one of the better episodes. I know we say that every couple weeks because they're so fucking up and down, but this was a dope ass episode. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it. It was a dope ass episode.
It was good, man, and it was out of nowhere, like you said.
Yeah,
didn't really expect much. We knew we were going to get something from Roman, coming off of his pay-per-view win. However, we didn't expect everybody to show up. A lot of storylines being progressed, a lot of cliffhangers, a fucking mystery debut reveal, some stilettos in a fucking fur coat. I can't wait to talk about that.
You'll have no idea who the fuck that is.
I got a couple ideas. We'll throw it out into the ether. We'll see what you and I can come up with. Maybe we'll look over to the live chat, see what they come up with. Speaking of the live chat, we are streaming live. Thank you guys for joining us. We are on twitch.tv/The Standing Streamer. You catch us here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then of course for our pay-per-views. And even when we're not here, you can catch on the opposite days, putting you over, where Standing Streamer interviews a ton of awesome wrestlers and wrestling personalities. Wonderful Twitch channel. Make sure you subscribe to it so you're notified every time it goes live. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah, and YouTube. Check out the YouTube channel. He is on the path to 100 subscribers to get him that custom URL. Just when I thought I was done begging people to get a custom URL, I team up with Streamer, and now we got to help him get his. But no, man, it's a proud accomplishment. That 100 subscriber mark. I'm excited for him. Honestly, he may have already fucking hit it. I don't know. Have you hit it yet, Streamer?
That's what we're pushing for 1,000. We're at $8.99 or some shit on MJB. So
hell yeah, man.
We're definitely pushing for it. I get it.
Yeah. The SmackDown podcast, by the way, you can check out our YouTube. If you miss any of our live shows, we're striving for 200 subscribers at this point. Head over there, like, subscribe, share, comment, all the great stuff. If you're watching this show, we've come to find out, RN, did you know that if our viewers just hit the like button, man, it helps out the show greatly. You don't have to give us money. You don't have to do anything else. Just hit that like button, man. It'll help us out. We'll really appreciate it. But if you do want to give us money... wrong button. Oh, let me go back. Oh, shit. There we go. Patreon.com/SmackDraw Podcast. Man, we got stickers, we got t-shirts. We'll give you shout outs, let you make video submissions on unpopular opinions, which is coming back very soon. Have a big guest in mind. Don't want to reveal it just yet. Got to secure it, but it might be the biggest guest we've yet to have on the show. So I'm very stoked about that.
Tease.
Head over to patreon.com/SmackDraw Podcast. Support the show. Speaking of which, if you pay $25, I will shill out your social media, whatever you want me to, including Mr. D-Rod. You can head over to D-Rod's Twitch channel. Shit. I don't have it in front of me. Anybody got D-Rod's Twitch channel? Anybody? There it is. D-Rod 2222. It's twitch.tv/DRod2222. He live streams WWE 2K20. He's got his own federation promotion over there. It's actually quite fun. I make fun of him, but it's because he talks shit every time he gets on the air, RN. The dude's talking shit 24/7 about me, yet I've been one of his biggest supporters. But I can't say much. He paid for it, so he gets the plug.
Let me tell you this. Haters spread the word faster than people that love you, no matter what business you're in. So take that shit talking and ride it out.
Hell yeah. Oh, man. Katie says I'm out of practice. Honestly, Katie, I'm actually just trying to have fun. Sometimes I like to be all really structured. Sometimes I like to come in here, shoot from the hip.
SmackDown is not the structured show. This is the 9 times out of 10, I'm lit. This is the first night in a few weeks that I haven't been drunk as shit to start out the show. So we'll see how it goes.
I appreciate that, man. Oh, shit. Lastly, you guys, we are the official recap show for WrestlingNewsWorld.com. Head over to their webpage. Make sure to bookmark it. Check out their articles. They do recaps, interviews, hot takes. Maybe even check out their premium section. They are totally worth it. Those guys bust their asses just as hard as us and anybody else. We're more than happy to be affiliated and associated with them. Once again, head over to WrestlingNewsWorld.com and bookmark that website. Make it your home for all your wrestling news. Speaking of wrestling news, apparently, if you're in the WWE, no more cameos, no more Twitch channel. Did you hear about this, RN?
No.
Yeah, man. All these wrestlers making second income, right? Independent contractors, right? Allegedly. Yeah. No longer allowed third-party income. Vince McMahon's cracking down. He says, not only do I own, the likeness with the wrestling names, Vince McMahon happens to own their real names. They are not allowed to promote using their real names on Cameo or Twitch, anything else. It means AJ Styles, gone. Ember Moon, gone. Sasha Banks on Cameo, gone. Fucking, it's not rubbing a lot of people the right way tonight, man. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know why anybody's like fucking surprised about it. It's fucking... this old man is literally like ruining wrestling, and he has been for the past 20, 30 years.
Just when morale is being reported to pick up because we're now in the Thunderdome era,
right?
Here comes Vince. Gotta fucking knock everyone down a peg again. I don't know. I feel for him.
That's fucked up.
It happens, though. Let's get into SmackDown, bro. We've already said it, but let's make the official statement. What'd you think of SmackDown?
Fucking 10.
Fucking
That's
dope.
one in a long while. Like, I mean, started strong and ended strong. I mean, it was a little shaky in the middle, but I mean, coming out the gate, how hot they came out, which we'll get to, and how they ended it. Like, I mean, it was better than fucking Raw.
Yeah, and I'm being a fucking Wednesday night shill. I'll say it was better than AEW, and they had a go home show this week. Yeah, man, it was fucking real good.
Right.
Only thing we missed was like Teddy Long booking someone against The Undertaker, and it would have just been a fucking 5-star night.
Not just The Undertaker, American Badass Undertaker.
Oh, shit. So I did miss the awesome opening promo between Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. I'm gonna go back and watch it, but I did see the one thing, like, it's no longer Roman's yard, it's Roman's island.
The chief.
I love
this
it,
dude. He said he picked me from obscurity and brought me to the island of what he said, the island of not Revelation. What the fuck? I can't even think of it now. It was, oh my God, like that the whole time I was sitting there like stuck, like I couldn't move, like it gave me chills, like how fucking like Roman just stood there like Brock stood there, and then normally, you know how with a Brock Heyman, they're standing right next to each other. No, Roman was standing out front and Paul Heyman was behind him over his shoulder, just talking that fucking talk. The best part of it, he says, like, these 4 jackasses that are coming to be the #1 contender, like, their names don't deserve to come out of Roman's mouth or mine. So we'll leave it to, what did he say? Anderson Cooper and Carmella's latest boyfriend to hype up the resume. Oh, I lost. Even my girlfriend popped for that shit, bro. I was like, God then coming out the gate, like I can honestly say for the first time, I'm interested in Roman Reigns, and I might actually buy a Roman Reigns fucking t-shirt.
Which you want more, the, what was it, wreck everything and leave, or the show up and win shirt?
Show up and win.
Show up and win?
Show up and win. That shit, I mean,
man.
And even what he said, like it was short, sweet. Like this is why you have Paul Heyman. You don't have to do anything. You can just stand there, look like a fucking badass, and let him talk that talk for you. Like nobody talks like him.
No. And it's good that Paul Heyman has new material to work with, too.
Right.
I think we all knew that. Paul Heyman's one of the most talented managers and promo guys out there in the world. But you can only give so many Brock Lesnar promos and make them sound original. Yeah. So, no, this is a fucking nice touch. I'm very excited to go back and listen to the promo.
That line that he said, like, he picked me from fucking obscurity and put me on the island of relevance or whatever relevance. That's what he said. The island of relevance once again. When I was just out in the wind, forgotten, cast aside. Like you could tell his conviction in this fucking promo. Like you can tell it may not have been like true all the way, but I mean, because he's still getting paid fucking probably millions of dollars, and he was just gonna sit on his ass at home if he didn't come in with Roman. But you could tell he meant every fucking word of that promo. Like I'm not gonna lie, it shook me. Like I was like, God damn. I was so hyped for this. Bro.
It got it going. What preceded this? I actually forgot to send myself my notes. What I said I was doing in the beginning of all this. Heavy Machinery taking on Miz and Morrison, right?
Well, that's why I can't remember, because of that.
Fuck, man. Okay, look. It's not that bad. I will say.
No. And that's the thing.
In the history of Money in the Bank, the Money in the Bank winner has never had more reason to fear trying to cash in.
He's the worst one in history, but he's not that bad. It's just because when the list is fucking Edge, CM Punk, you know what I'm saying? All these top flight Hall of Famer guys, and then this fucker. It's like,
Well, look, man, you had like the likes of like Damian Sandow and stuff. But what I'm saying is when you look at the champions list and you've got Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, The Fiend, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, all of these guys, who the fuck could Otis try to cash in on at the right time? Like,
and that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't mind him cashing in on Roman. Like, if it was he turned heel and Roman was the same big dog bullshit, and they because they probably could have a decent match just beating the shit out of each other. But
how could you have a heel Otis? You could never have a heel Otis, man.
I mean, you could. I mean, to me, I think they would be more interesting if they were heel.
The only way you turn that fucker heel is you make him vegan. Okay, that's the only way that dude turns heel.
It works for fucking Brian Day. It works for Daniel Bryan.
He trades his steaks and weights for fucking salads and fucking stretch bands or whatever.
Salads and bean sprouts, and then gets a fucking hemp fucking briefcase. Why not? Fuck it. Put it with Daniel Bryan. Shit, that would be dope. Put them two together. Let him be Daniel Bryan's fucking muscle, or let Daniel Bryan be his mouthpiece. Like that shit. That's a fucking idea right there.
This has got to be the most locked-in failed cash-in of all time.
Fact, I don't think he's gonna keep it. I think he's gonna end up losing it.
At this point, I kind of agree with you. I think he's more likely to lose his briefcase than cash it in, just because how unreal it, like how obvious the outcome may seem. It's like it almost like somebody who has to leave a little believable doubt. Needs to have their hands on that. Maybe that's what they were teasing with tonight, because after the match, Heavy Machinery won. Otis now has adapted the Vader Bomb as his finisher. He pins The Miz. However, Morrison runs off with the briefcase. Later on in the show, by the way, I like to group some of the minor segments now. I'm learning it has a little bit easier flow to it. Later on in the show, after Morrison runs off with the briefcase, we find out that that's actually not where Otis keeps his contract. He keeps his contract in the novelty Money in the Lunchbox.
Which I'm not mad at. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the most Otis shit ever. Like, I mean, to me, he should have been carrying that around anyway. Fuck, throw the briefcase away. Like, that's not you. You're not carrying out. carry around that lunch belt. Like that part, I wasn't mad at. I actually kind of popped for it when he pulled it out of that little tiny ass fucking thing.
It was pretty clever. It
was.
And in the same segment, the camera transitions over to Morrison, who's holding on to the briefcase, and turns out that's where Otis keeps his lunch / stapler. It was an odd grouping. You started off with one office supply and then just transitioned to all food. Morrison teased like he was going to eat the sandwich. Miz cutely told him, "Don't do it." Morrison said he was going to keep the sandwich. I kind of liked it. All right, I'm a dad.
No, but I was thinking though, like it just kind of came to me like once he gets rid of the briefcase and all that shit, like I was thinking, what if they became Seth Rollins' new fucking AOP?
Oh,
Otis and Tucker, like they're tired of getting shit on. They're tired of being a fucking a comedy act.
Otis stops talking and Tucker starts talking. That's
right.
How you do it. Otis's personality is 100% babyface. Tucker, I think, could be a believable heel. Yeah, I could see that. I don't think it'll happen, but I could see it. I could definitely see it. And
Vince shared that AOP thing about them leaving and I was thinking like, who the hell he can't keep going with just Murphy as his disciple.
Poor Seth Rollins is one for 4 disciples.
But that's my thing. Like
disciples, he's only been able to manage to keep one of them.
If Murphy was like a beast, like you know what I'm saying, like not even necessarily a beast, but if he was like 6'8", 6'10", you know what I'm saying, like you could kind of get away with it. But when your right hand man is a smaller guy, is a fucking cruiserweight compared to you, like it's like they got to figure something out for him. But that's Raw. My bad.
No, it's all good. You should have caught up on our I don't know. I think it was like our AEW predictions or something. We went on like a 10-minute just off the rails Raw talk. It was dude, AEW predictions was a weird beast, man, between me, Katie, and Kevin. It went an hour and a half, if that says anything. But anyways, following the tag team match, Big E is backstage preparing for Xavier Woods' birthday. By the way, for supposedly one of your best friends in the entire world, cheap ass cake, by the way.
Yeah,
that was a straight up like local grocery store birthday cake.
Definitely a Kroger cake.
Yeah. He's chilling with Gulak and Lucha House Party because apparently they don't have anything else to do. What a shame.
This is all your fault, by the way.
I know, man. I'm sorry. Look, man.
You jinxed it out the fucking gate, and it's been nothing but downhill ever since those words left your mouth.
No. Listen, man. Payback. He got a little bit of that steam back. Okay. We'll dive into it later on. A stagehand tells Big E, who's waiting for Xavier Woods, that Woods is in fact waiting for Big E somewhere else, apparently around the corner, like 20 feet away. I don't know why Xavier Woods couldn't just walk around the corner, but it's WWE storytelling. E follows him into essentially a parking lot where Sheamus completely destroys E, delivers I believe, white noise on a car's windshield, and Big E gets the stretcher job. Sheamus delivers a clever promo trying to act all coy like he didn't do anything wrong, and it's Big E's friends are dragging him down, but Sheamus believes that the fatal 4-way that has been advertised to set up the #1 contender match will now be a triple threat. And that's where we're kind of left off with that segment. I got to ask you something, though, that followed this. Michael Cole and Corey Graves hype up the tag team championship match as potentially the greatest tag team match ever on SmackDown. I quote you, Bayley and Sasha taking on Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Now, I'm not saying they ain't talented, but we got what? How many years of SmackDown are we in now?
20-something for sure.
We got to be close to 20, if not over 20 years.
Got to be over 20.
in a match that was announced with 24 hours fucking notice, you think is going to be one of the greatest tag team matches. Dude, it was just a couple years ago. We had Usos and fucking New Day every other week tearing the house down. I don't know, man.
Pay attention to anything that the announce team says because 9 times out of 10, it's Michael Cole's annoying as fuck, and then Graves is like, he kind of is. He's saddled with what he has for the most part. So I don't listen to shit they say.
Now I will give you one thing. It was match of the night.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Doesn't make it the greatest fucking tag team match that SmackDown has ever seen.
You ever want, like, sometimes I wonder if they're like, when they send shit over their ears, they look at their notes and I wonder if they look at it how we look at it, like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, what? Why? Like, I wonder if they just be like shake their head, like, are you fucking kidding me?
Now, I will give it this. I will extend an olive branch. Here's me extending it to you guys. Because of the angle that played out, maybe you want to hype it up a little bit more to try and maximize the eyes on the match. That's my logic to it. But for fuck's sake, man, we got 21 years of tag team matches. But then, and you know what else also felt cheesy is it's fresh off of, what was it? Backlash is the greatest match ever between Edge and Randy Orton. It's like, okay, cool. Every 3 months, we're going to announce the greatest match of something, of Raw, of SmackDown. Fuck it, man. Probably on Monday night, we're going to see the greatest match of Main Event. Who knows? All right.
What they need to do is, like, for all of their shit, I'm not saying that the writing is, I mean, the writing is terrible. We all get it in Asman, but, like, they need to start getting some, like, younger, cooler people. Like, I get it that wrestling fans are there, but you cannot tell me that there aren't some, like, cool, young, hip, fresh wrestling fans.
Vince wants yes men. Vince wants
exactly. I know,
people.
and that and as long as he's got
Cole.
the fucking,
he's got Kevin Dunn. He wants his people. It's amazing that fucking Pat Patterson isn't the GM of one of the shows. You know what I mean? Like,
well, my thing is too is like, and that's the thing. He's like telling people to grab the brass ring, but you never stop hearing stories when people try and go off script or go against what they're saying.
You're not allowed to do Twitch. You're not allowed to fucking do Cameo. You're not allowed to build your fame.
To build your brand. Like, I don't know. I just can't. And it just sucks because we always have to come on here and talk shit and downgrade something that we love so fucking much. But when you have one old ass out of touch old man in control of the entire fucking wrestling, or at least half of the wrestling universe, like it's exhausting.
It's fucking out there, man. It's out there, bro. Oh shit. Anyways, it's Adam Pearce is the producer, right?
Yeah.
And essentially the unofficial SmackDown GM now.
Yeah. The authority figure.
Exactly. So he's backstage being interviewed, essentially about the Fatal 4-Way and the state of it. He says, no, it's still going to stay a Fatal 4-Way. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do. Paul Heyman interjects, pulls him aside. So we know there's going to be something, some Heyman Roman influence on the main event. And
that's another thing too, with like Adam Pearce, like a lot of your favorite ROH storylines and shit that happened, guess who was involved in those? Him. He was the booker.
He's a good actor.
Get that man in some of those meetings.
Yeah.
Shit.
I love his, I honestly, like, I don't know if they're taking like feedback from like fans and audience, but I mean, Adam Pearce is, when he's on TV, he's kind of captivating. I don't know, like he's a good character, man. Like I can see why they're using him more.
ROH and Evolve. He was involved as the booker there, and a lot of stars that you know today, he influenced and helped get to where they're at today in the WWE. Like, lean on those type of people. Like, I don't know. It's frustrating.
Yeah, it is. Following this, we have the match of the night, in my opinion, and I think it's an easy win for match of the night. Sasha Banks and Bayley taking on the new champions, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Dude, okay, listen, man, hear me out. I think I'm a fan of Nia Jax.
I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with you,
dude. I don't know how in 2 fucking matches my opinion of her. You know what it is? Not only in this match did I observe her being more entertaining, I observed her being more safe.
Yeah.
At one point, she broke up a pin. She delivered the softest, safest kick to the back. It was like the fucking lightest of taps. I don't know what it is, man. Fucking Nia Jax is winning me over in 2 matches. I don't know. Who knows? Ask me again in a month.
I wish it could have been somebody else, but if Nia Jax is who I have to use for Shayna to stay on fucking TV and stay winning matches, I'm a Nia Jax fan too. I'm riding this shit out. I mean, because this is all I've been wanting for Shayna the entire time. I've been fucking championing her and talking shit. I probably have more Shayna shirts than any wrestler, and nothing. She just disappears. So if we got to ride fucking Nia Jax to TV time, fuck it, I'm all in. Go Nia.
Hell yeah, man. This match was awesome, by the way. It was a very basic story, very different from the Payback event, whereas Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler kind of essentially surprised Bayley and Sasha and overwhelmed them. They were able to take out Jax about halfway through the match with a power bomb to the outside. I did not think Jax was going to take that power bomb.
I did not either. Not many people have taken it, and how they set it up and everything was dope as shit. I'm like, come on, Sasha's not going to. I thought she was going to kick Sasha in the head, and then Bayley comes in with the stunner to get it off. Like, that was actually dope. And like you said, I did not expect her to take that bump. That was nice.
Hell no. That did take her out for the majority of the match, which resulted in Shayna Baszler getting effectively beat down through Bayley and Sasha's tag team effectiveness. Quick tags, just beating Shayna down, not letting her get offense.
Those
double
stomps,
maneuvers.
that stomp sequence when they were just tagging back and forth, stomping the shit out of her in the corner, like that was like some straight up Stone Cold mud hole stomping back and forth. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the match. They put the boost to her ass.
You know what that reminded me of too? It's been a long time since we've seen a unicorn stampede. I don't know why it reminded me of that, but I was like, damn, the New Day used to have something like that, and they just don't do it anymore. But anyways, partway through, Baszler's able to mount a comeback. Nia gets back into the match. Then Baszler wrecks the shit out of Sasha's knee, giving her a chop block in the corner. Continues to wear on it.
Sasha tried to do the Meteor and hit the sign on the SmackDown post. Mm-hmm. She hit that first, and that's where Shayna hit the thing after. That's where it started. Then Shayna hit her with the chop block
in the corner. Sasha stayed in the match just throughout the match, took a ton of punishment to the knee, and you could tell it was a different amount of punishment. They were really focusing in on this knee.
Nobody does that better than Shayna. Like when she starts targeting an arm, a leg, whatever, like that shit looks like it's real. Like it makes me turn my head every time she kicks somebody's leg to that like weird angle.
Yeah, I was about to say she had Sasha like laid out and her leg contorted and was stomping it, and it looked nice. Like looked violent. Looked fucking violent, man.
Like she's supposed to look. It looked like she's trying to fuck you up. That's why I love her, because everything that she does like is minimal. There's nothing like super flashy. There's nothing crazy. But every move that she does, every kick that she does, every punch, it looks like it could really knock you the fuck out, or break your ankle or leg. Like that's why I love her. That's why I've always loved her. It's next level type shit. Like to me, at least.
You're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right. Eventually, through all this melee, Nia and Shayna are able to mount a comeback. Sasha and Bayley attempt a like double team like suplex / like slam maneuver. They say that Sasha's leg gave out. It was kind of subtle. I didn't notice it. Commentary really mentioned it and hyped it up. But before we even had a chance to think about that, Nia came off the fucking second rope with a crossbody and pinned both Sasha and Bayley clean.
Didn't see that coming.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, did not see that coming. And I'm glad they did that. I'm glad they put over both Shayna one week and Nia the next week, because that shows there is a commitment to this tag team, which I'm glad to hear, because like I said, I can't pinpoint it. It sounds like a flash in the pan, but right now I'm really invested in the Shayna Nia combination. Like, I can't deny it.
No, I mean, it's two fucking people. Like, and we don't normally get to see this with the women, but it's literally two people that at any given time or match can just completely dominate, destroy, and fuck somebody up and keep it moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we don't get to see women like that. Like Bayley and Sasha, yeah, they were dominant, and but they're, like you said, it was their camaraderie, their chemistry, their quick tags, them being like dope singles wrestlers, not them being dominant singles wrestlers.
Running into a brick wall, essentially.
Yeah, like literally running into a damn brick wall at any given time.
One thing we didn't even mention was actually early in the beginning of the match, Nia and Baszler in unison had Bayley and Sasha on the outside and was slinging them into the barricades.
Oh, yeah, the barricade. I forgot about that.
I hope that turns into like one of their signature tag team moves.
Yeah,
that they do, man. It was really cool. It was a good match. Of course, though, what everybody's gonna come away from tonight is the aftermath. Before commercial, medical staff is looking over Sasha Banks' knee. They're really selling the injury. We get back. The turn happens. I called it. Been calling it forever. Bayley turns on Sasha the way it should have been, and she beat the piss out of her.
Beat the brakes off her ass.
Oh my God, it was so bad. Fuck, dude. That woman has no soul. No fucking soul, man.
I'm not mad at it. Like, to me, like you said, we all been calling it, mainly you, like, this is what everybody wanted, I guess, was, but me too. I mean, for Bayley to stay the heel, but like, even Corey said it, like, he was like, I never thought, like, that was one of the worst fucking beatdowns I've ever seen. Like, it didn't stop. Like, I just thought, like, all right. And then it just kept going. She'd do something else. Like, she kept switching it up. She would beat her, then hit the leg. Then, like, I'm like, Jesus. Like,
cue the Ralph Wiggum meme. She's already dead.
I'm like, damn. And then the chair spot too.
So you thought she was gonna guillotine the knee. She went to the chair because the whole beatdown really focused around primarily the knee.
Her legs, yeah. She was stomping her legs on the steps and shit, like slamming it in there, like.
No, man, she brought the chair in and guillotined her fucking neck.
They have to be taking her off TV for a while for her to come back hot.
So the speculation in the Smack Raw group chat is initially Hell in the Cell time period, end of the year. I personally am in the camp of Royal Rumble. I think you can stretch this feud out till WrestleMania of next year, if done correctly. That's my
Hell in the Cell should be next month, isn't it?
It's typically an October one, yeah.
That's what I said, yeah.
That feels kind of early. That feels kind of early for what we've seen. It
all feels kind of early.
Bob says the only thing missing was JR on commentary. You know what? That was a JR moment. That was definitely a JR by God moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, like, that was like, it was cringy in a good way.
Yes. No, it was very.
We haven't seen Bayley be that level of a heel yet. She's always just been the chicken shit fucking where we got this together. We haven't seen her take that next step to like that Randy Orton despicableness. You know what I'm saying?
It was fucking terrific, man.
The hugger's gone. She ain't hugging nobody now.
I love Cole when she grabbed the chair. Cole yelling at her, just Bayley,
like, get out from there.
Fucking why?
Before she jumped on her neck, he was like, Bayley, get out from there. Like he was talking, like when you're yelling at one of your kids when they're climbing on some shit they ain't supposed to be on. That's what it sounded like. I'm like, oh, he's using his dad voice.
So the Going in Raw fellas, Steve from Steven Larson's Going in Raw, retweeted something hilarious to me. I just kind of want to bring it up really quick. He said, "Fun fact: when they interviewed Sasha, Sasha claimed that Danilo, the ref, was her best friend and not Bayley, the referee who was out there tonight. And they said tonight he did nothing to stop Bayley. It's a long-term booking.
Bro, that ref, like, come on, bro. Like, nothing. Like, he didn't even, like, try and grab a chair. Like, he just threw him outside. Like, please stop. Like, bruh.
How do you call out a roster of wrestlers to pull apart the likes of, like, Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar? But when you see somebody about to commit murder,
literally, felonious assault with a deadly weapon like, in every single way.
Let's see how this one plays out. Just like fucking hell, man.
That was a beatdown, bro. Like, that was probably one of the worst ones we've seen in a long time. Like, that was, like I said, it was cringy in a good way. Like, I couldn't look away. Like, thank you.
You just get a refill?
Yes.
Congratulations, man. Oh, that looks good, too. You got a pint glass?
Yeah, so I got it's a Christmas gift. It's actually Christmas Yoda.
Fucking hell, man. Up next, we got the Intercontinental Championship melee. Nothing really to note here. Sami Zayn comes out. They don't announce him as Intercontinental Champion, so he berates the announcer. He berates the people in the truck getting on the headphones. Jeff Hardy comes out. If you want a championship match, all you got to do, brother, is just ask for one.
I fucking can't stand him.
God damn it, dude. And then AJ Styles comes out. They all start fighting. It's a triple threat match. Probably not even worth a fucking pay-per-view, man. It's probably going to be on a SmackDown like next week or 2 weeks from now.
Pre-show or some shit, probably.
Fucking, yeah.
Just get Jeff Hardy the fuck out of there, man. Like, I would, like, AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn will be a baller-ass fucking match. We don't need Jeff Hardy's old ass in there. Get Old Man River the fuck out of there. Like, I just, like, and it pains me because I'm just like WrestleMania 2000 fucking tables, ladders, chairs. Yeah, it's in the back of my mind. And then I see this fucking goofball with eyeballs painted on his eyelids and shit. I'm just like, man, get him the fuck off my TV screen.
It's like, okay, Ferris Bueller.
That's what he looks like. That's what I'll think about when he does that. It's like that in this movie called Strange Wilderness, where he fucking falls asleep and he paints the shit on his eyes so it looks like he's awake. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh, man. I don't know about this one. I mean, for real, out of all of them, I still want to cheer AJ Styles because AJ's a fucking star. Like, he is. AJ's the fucking man. You can put any belt on him and it feels important. You know, really can.
I love Sami Zayn. Like, I can't not like, but
he don't do it.
The El Generico Kevin Steen relationship, like, those are like, at the time, those are my two favorite independent wrestlers probably fucking ever. It's like, I'm always
feels missing the WWE version of Zayn. Like, it's just like.
Well, that's the thing. The independent version of Zayn, he never really fucking talked, and he was behind a mask. Oh, man. Kevin Owens did the most of the talking for him. So
yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't hate him. I just like out of the three, I'm still gonna lean on Styles.
I just think like that. Who is he liberating? How is he the great liberator, but he doesn't have a fucking soul with him? Like, the gimmick makes no sense now that he's not with Shinsuke and Cesaro. Like, it makes literally no sense at all.
I don't know. I love his look though. His looks fucking awesome.
The Castro shit, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. The Councilman Jam though, he should go and steer hard into that one. Just come out suits and ties, Councilman Jam. You just got jammed.
Backstage, Jey Uso is announced to be in the Fatal 4-Way. Fucking awesome, bro. Jay, listen, like, the Usos have a great fucking look, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Samoans with fucking beards. They look like $1 million. They look like badasses. And the Usos are extremely talented, man.
Yes, they are. Like, and every time, like, you always just think of them like just the tag team, like, oh, they're not shit singles. But then every time one of them is in a singles match, it's fucking like that's who you remember from the match. Like, even though they're shitty super kicks, like, which is still like kind of, I'm not into it, but like I still remember it. Every fucking match they have with those 19 super kicks, I remember that spot over any spot in the damn match they're in. Like they're stars. Like it's just there's no other way around it. And like I'm not saying instantly push one of them to be in a title pitch or whatever, but like you have to get these guys back together, back on screen, and in front of us immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately get these motherfuckers on TV.
The whole fucking segment between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns was straight up Godfather, though.
Yeah.
Like, Jey was like, really appreciative. Thank you for getting me in this match. I owe you one. Roman assuring him, like, you don't owe me anything. You know?
I just want them to be heel and join him. That's all I'm asking.
Yes.
Just put them together. What do they call it? The bloodline?
The bloodline. The bloodline.
It's perfect. Like you said, that's straight mafia shit right there. You can't be in the family without the blood.
The way they branded themselves last time was too much down your throat. I'd love to see the Usos around Roman and Paul as this fucking super faction.
But that's what I'm saying.
Don't
Now
go too
it's
heavy on
different.
the branding. Just fucking.
But listen though, hear me out though. If you go heavy on it this time, it's different because they're heels. So they want you. You're supposed to hate them and be pissed off that it's being shoved and that they're giving it to you like that because they're heels now.
I'm just all more like show more, less tell. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Just
my thing is like with Paul now, they don't need to talk. Don't let any of them talk. Just let them go out there and give badass fucking matches and be cool and let Paul talk the talk for him.
That's what I'm saying right there. That's what I'm saying. Then we got this vignette, this weird fucking vignette out of nowhere, almost like an error. We see somebody wearing some stilettos, carrying along a fur coat. And the vignette ends with the fur coat overlapping the camera. We never see anything above essentially the knee. Obviously, this is either a comeback or a debut. I saw some stuff thrown around, saw the names like Eva Marie coming back, and maybe even Melina. Otherwise, I got no fucking clue, bro.
I got nothing.
Any female wrestlers out there known for wearing a fur coat?
Shout out to Bob in the chat with the hashtag MuteRN.
He says Chelsea Green. Katie says it could be Flair coming back. No. Fucking no. I don't need.
Well, it can't be Chelsea Green. She's supposedly in Retribution.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's a weird one. It's like WWE already has all the women. Outside of TNA, they have all of them.
Yes, Katie put in the chat, Carmella back in the day had a fur coat.
Tessa. Rick Havoc says Tessa. I don't know if Tessa's the stilettos in
that's
fur
what I'm saying.
coat style, but
yeah,
would be a badass debut nonetheless.
From everything that I've heard, like that's where she's going whenever she can, and she is coming to WWE.
Yeah, Bob says that Chelsea Green used to wear a fur coat in Impact. Okay, there's a good hint. That's probably the best lead so far. So, we'll have to, like I said, we'll have to wait and see. But it was just a little teaser, man. Before the main event, the Firefly Funhouse, essentially just an advertisement segment. The Fiend has lost his favorite toy, but the Firefly Funhouse will gain a new friend next week. Obviously, we're talking about Alexa Bliss. It can't be anybody else. And it even transitions to a segment of Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, who has multiple dreads now in her pigtails. We obviously know pigtail is fucking heel Bliss. Right. And then Ramblin' Rabbit. Like they didn't even try to hide Ramblin' Rabbit this time. Like clear as day in the background. Alexa Bliss obviously still trying to play Nikki Cross's friend. Gives her a big hug. I'm fucking ready for Bliss to join the Fiend.
Me too. I want him to have. I've been saying this for fucking months. I want him to have a stable. Like I want him to have some just fiendish, fucked up, like weird, like just Army of Darkness, Dungeon of Doom shit.
I would like to see possibly this to see how it works because Alexa Bliss is extremely talented.
Yeah.
I mean, she's very, very talented. Less of the Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt and more of the Fiend, and Bliss plays the mouthpiece of the Fiend.
Yeah.
I
told you what I want. Like, I want a representation of every puppet. We got Alexa now, so that's the Sister Abigail, whatever. Like, I want a representation of every puppet in the physical form.
Yeah, I remember we talked about it. We were talking about Huskus. You could do. Who did you say Huskus? Because Otis. Alexa Bliss would be obviously the
Abby or whatever.
Abby, yeah. Mercy. Mercy would have to be an old fucker.
Not necessarily.
Who could you see as Mercy?
I was thinking about that too. Besides, you called Bo Dallas last time
as Rambling Rabbit. Bo Dallas is Rambling Rabbit all fucking day. Mercy's the only one that because I was thinking Mercy would be like Paul Ellering, you know.
See, I wasn't thinking. I was thinking of like an actual wrestler is what I was like thinking of. And I don't know. Like I don't know.
Bob says Cold Bray. We're trying to not reuse Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is.
So what about Tucker?
I know you can't have the tag team.
Why not?
Mercy is very dark and.
I know. We already know that Tucker can. If you give
Mercy
Tucker a shot.
How about Mercy be Aleister Black?
I feel like that's a step down for Aleister.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Otis and Tucker, bro.
Otis being
just imagine
and Tucker being Mercy.
Just think about it. If you put a fucking Hawaiian shirt and a hat on Tucker, does he not look like Bray Wyatt Light? Like seriously, like think about it. Seriously, does he not?
Mercy is a buzzard. It's an old, decrepit buzzard.
A buzzard doesn't necessarily have to be old and decrepit. It could just be a creepy ass fucking thing that does things that other people don't do.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'll agree with you for now, for the sake of.
I know that's never going to happen. I mean, they're going to ride this Otis train the fuck out.
Yeah. It is a cool concept that we keep bouncing on the SmackDown podcast, though. I do like that. Finally, we get the Fatal 4-Way. For the first time, we finally get people fighting in the crowd when Corbin tosses Jey Uso over the LEDs.
I was big for that.
Yes, man.
Actually, I popped big for the first one when they threw Corbin over just the guardrail.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, I didn't think it was going to go past that. And then when the Uso went on, I'm like, oh, let's go. Crowd fighting. Digital crowd fighting. What's up?
You know they're saving like a huge, like, holy shit spot, right?
Oh, you know somebody's
for
going
someone to crash in the LEDs and take out a couple of the
Somebody's
fans.
going through those screens. I've been thinking about that literally since they started. That's probably how it started out. Like, what if we had somebody... That's probably what this is all set up for Roman Reigns to spear somebody through fucking 15 screens.
You know what? Bob just had a good idea. I'm sorry. I have to highlight Bob.
Let's go, Bob.
Jeff Hardy could be the old and broken down Mercy the Buzzard.
Bob, out knocking it out the park. What's good, Bob?
Yeah, man. I'm into that one. Fucking Bob. Home run.
Tell me that wouldn't be a bomb-ass fucking now I can't even think. Fucking faction.
just the Funhouse faction.
Yeah, the Funhouse faction. Literally, that's it.
Yeah, man. Fucking good job, Bob. Back in the ring, Sheamus takes out. Who did Sheamus take out with the bro kick? Fucking. Who was the other person in the? You had Riddle, Sheamus, Jey Uso. Who was the fourth member? Corbin. So Corbin's taken out with the bro kick. Riddle takes out, I think, Sheamus, and then hits the floating bro on Corbin, but instantly eats a frog splash from Jey Uso. Jey Uso pins fucking Riddle, of all people, to win the main event spot at Clash of Champions, taking on his cousin Roman Reigns for the Universal title. I believe not only is this Jey Uso's first fucking world championship match, I want to say this might be his first singles title match.
Probably. I don't like. Here's what I think about it. I don't think it's going to be a fucking match.
You don't think so?
I think it's either there's only one or two ways that this is going to happen for me. He's either going to fuck him up before the match. He's going to bring him in, think everything's cool, and fuck him up before the match happens, or they pull some slick shit. He just pins him to get it out the way.
Like finger poke of doom shit, right?
Yeah, like that's all I was thinking about. Because at first I thought, like, I knew that they were probably going to get him involved somehow. But then when he said, "Oh, I owe you," he was like, "No, you don't owe me anything." That's what I'm like. This has to be some
fucking Godfather shit, bro. Some goddamn Godfather shit. This is so good, dude. Dude. SmackDown killed it tonight. Goddamn, SmackDown fucking killed it.
Just by putting Heyman and fucking Roman Reigns as a heel. Like we've been asking for this for 10 fucking years.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Fucking telling you, man. Yeah, Bob says finger poke of doom. No, WWE, all the documentaries they've done talking about how the finger poke of doom was the start of the end of WCW, they will never do that. But still, nonetheless, very intriguing. There's a story here you want to see how it goes because there's so many possibilities. It's very fucking invigorating. You can see it playing out multiple ways.
There's so many avenues. Right.
It's the best fucking time, man. SmackDown killed it tonight, bro. I'm so happy. God damn it, man. I love when we have a good episode of wrestling.
I would have loved to see Riddle versus Roman, which I hope we get eventually.
Riddle versus Roman? I could see that. I'd rather see Riddle versus Goldberg, to be honest. But I feel like WWE would just put Goldberg over.
Yeah, and that's never going to happen anyway. I mean, he flat out said on a few things that Goldberg and Lesnar both pretty much said,
"Who the hell real talks too much shit, man."
Yeah. In which, like, I get him so fully, and I think that's why I love him. Like, bro, like, it's Twitter, it's WWE, it's fake. Like, I'm not actually calling you fucking guys out. Like, I'm trying to get something going and prop me up, prop my character up, and make it a money-making match. Like, I don't personally really
fucking
like
Chris Jericho did the same thing back in WCW, man.
Yeah, like it's not. I don't dislike you guys personally for real. I don't fucking know you, but that just shows you the ego that fucking Goldberg and Brock Lesnar have.
Yeah, I would think Goldberg's is worse. I've heard some like stuff about Brock actually being fairly cool, like behind the scenes. As long as you have his respect, right? Like, as long as you got his respect, I've heard he's actually a pretty cool guy. But yeah, man, that's the show. If you guys haven't seen it, check out Katie and Kevin's All Out predictions. Of course, we're going to do an All Out recap tomorrow night. Catch us pretty much like anytime you watch fucking wrestling, except Impact. Although that might be in the works in the future once RN gets his equipment straight. But once again, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Y'all have a great night.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace.